going live in now.
What's going on?
Hey, Infinite, we're live.
Oh, nice. We're early. I'm early.
You are early. Well, yes. We're literally like 30 seconds early, I think.
Yep.
Good on us.
Alright, there we go. Looking good.
Going to be an interesting stream.
Oh man, is it ever? Is it ever? Oh man!
By the way, Infinite, just letting you know, I was telling Manta that I kind of brought your ship back, and you are kind of in the cryopod back at base on the half-destroyed smoothie.
Half destroyed.
Well, I had to do a big retrofit, and it would not be upgraded from the old one.
So he blew it up! No, just kidding. Oh, there goes Hunchback.
Wouldn't allow it.
Really? It fell out of the sky?
I'm not sure, it's just, it looks like it's doing something.
Okay, there was
Nope, it's flying. Just kidding. They fly just fine here.
There's like 3 or 4 that passed by with no problem.
Yeah, no, they're fine. He was behind me, and so I saw like the signal going down, and I was like, oh no! But no, he's fine. He's fine. Hello, everybody.
Swooping in kill.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Well, based on what we had with the Reaver last time, I would not put it past it.
That was a good time until
Somebody got out of his ship.
who would do that?
Who would do such a thing?
I raise hand.
And I slowly lower it.
You slowly lower it until you accidentally do it.
It's good, it's good, it's good. Don't worry. Alright, well, welcome everybody.
What's up?
Glad everybody can make it. I am still out here where I was left last week. Apparently, the others have decided that wasn't cool and they left.
Well, I didn't want to leave Infinite ship out there, and I didn't think magneting you onto the Smoothie Temple would be very good with your door and everything.
It's not very good. It's a terrible idea.
I was already kind of probably making Fang mad with picking up Infinite
Nah, you're fine.
and his very powerful weapons of destruction.
He's very
That would have
powerful
just been
weapons of destruction.
PDCs, because the only weapons that'll fire of their own accord are the PDCs.
Yep, and those were chewing through the Hydro tank and the tower.
Nice.
Yeah, so about that. Puffington! Good
What's
evening.
up? So I have to look for.
Oh man, what is happening? Oh, something's streaming. Is it the base? Something's streaming in.
Yeah,
Man, that
there
was
was-
painful.
There's a lot of streaming on my end too.
Oh
I
my
was like,
goodness, ow!
oh, there's a transport carrier that just came in along with the Hunchback dropship.
Wow, that was painful. That was some streaming, if I dare say.
Yeah.
So I
Hi,
searched
Puffington.
servers or something.
Are you having
No,
issues
tell
connecting again?
You need me to give you the IP?
I just searched the words that you gave. Like, I must be missing something, but when I put any part of that name of the server you gave me into the search box, nothing comes up. Literally zero.
That's so strange.
You
Gmod,
haven't-
you are occupying my parking space.
As soon as Infinite gets in, I will delete this. With the build and repairs. I've been trying to get
Oh,
it out
to
of
keep
your
it
way.
alive because he's there. That's fine. I'll just
Yeah.
park over here.
Yeah, I've been trying to get
park
it
down
out of
here.
your way.
No worries.
So,
The base is welding me up real quick because I've got some damage.
yeah.
It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good.
As you can see, it's kind of only Infinite and 2 cargos, along with the metal grids.
It's all good. It's all good. I'm just gonna wait here while I get refreshed.
So, Puffington, I see you like the public server, based on what your base looks like. And also, Infinite, if you need me to get that IP for you, just let me know. I'll log out.
I tell you, I'm liking the public server.
Found it in the old messages.
Ah.
So,
I don't know if
using
that changed on a restart.
Are we out of steel plate?
No, there was a lot of them in there.
Okay. The base was like healing me, and then it decided to stop. There it goes
Yeah,
again.
there's about 1,000 steel plates in there. And I
Okay,
got
there
plenty
should
of-
be.
plenty of platinum. Plenty
Oh,
of
we do?
Tier 4. Or do we?
Oh, I don't.
Um,
has anybody checked?
No, we're
Man, I took
kind of
more
out of
damage than I
platinum
thought.
and gold.
I don't remember this much damage. Did somebody run up and punch me while I was offline?
I logged in and that was all the damage that you had.
It's so strange. Like I got like
Yeah,
damage
pretty
over
much.
here on my pods and everything. Like this is the pod I used to flip Infinite Ship last week, and I don't remember that damage, but whatever,
Mhm.
it's fine.
So I outfitted my space capable ship with Tier 4 stuff.
Uh,
But
Yeah, I mean, unless we go get platinum and gold.
Yeah, I had. Oh wait. Okay, so on second thought, the Hunchback is 17.3k away, and he looks. Oh, maybe he's just over the horizon.
Yeah, that's
he's moving.
basically what they look like when they go
Okay.
over the horizon.
He looked like he was not moving. Like he was at
Because
like
I've seen like 3
17.3.
or 4 of them like that. I'm like, they're going down finally.
Yeah.
And then they just blink out.
Puff, when you posted the picture, you're like, "Oh, I'm having fun. I'm enjoying the server," and you posted that ship of yours. When I saw it, the first thing I thought of was, and do not take this the wrong way, but like a garbage truck. And I say that in the nicest possible way. I thought it looked so cool. Like it was just this big, like bulky, like freighter, just like burp. It's like here, and I'm on these little, like, you know, the retractable landing gear legs, and I was like, that looks so cool.
It
I
really
thought
does.
I thought it
looks
looked
like a
really cool.
pickup.
Yeah, I thought it looked really cool. But again, I thought it looked like, to me, you know, it looked like a like a garbage truck or recycling truck or something. It was really cool though. I thought it looked really cool. I liked it. And the base I'm sure is good. I posted like 5 pictures of my base, and no one said a word about it.
I was thinking they were pretty awesome, but I was at work.
Well, okay, Gbot, thanks.
And actually, since we were going on stream anyway, I was going to just say it when we're live.
Oh, well, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. It's a rust bucket, even the painting has rust. See? Yes, I liked it. When I saw it, I thought, oh, this is an old beat up freighter. Like, it was cool. I was very impressed. I thought it was pretty nifty. Okay, good. I am
And I
getting
also
fixed.
wanted to apologize for the issue with the public server. I still haven't figured out what happened there, where basically everyone but you disappeared, Mantis.
That is the weirdest. And maybe it's because, well, I don't know. I was gonna say maybe it's because I was the only one logged in, but that can't be the case because, like you said, the last good save was from long before you and I were both in
Yeah.
the server, and you were messing around with your own stuff.
Yeah, and I checked these saves again, and the 2 saves I had access to that were later than that basically didn't have anything but you.
It's so
I'm
strange.
like, what?
Yeah, so I was for
Especially
background
since-
for those that
Especially since the one save was when we were both on the server, so
yeah. So for those that that are on our public server, what happened was, I mean, I was in like around noon-ish, and then I got on. And Gmod, were you in the evening as well?
mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then I got on again around like 10, maybe 10:30 p.m. Eastern. Gmod got on while I was on too. I saw it and I was like, oh, it's Gmod. He's in the game. And then I played until like almost like 1:30. I think it's like 1:20 or something like that. And I got off, and I was like, okay, cool. And I got off, and that was it. And then like the next morning, I have a message from Gmod, and he's like, did you do some kind of cleanup on the server? Like everything's gone except for your base and stuff. And I was like, wait, what?
It was the only thing I could think of. Like,
Yeah, and so I was like, that's so weird. And at first I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, no, I didn't do anything. The only thing I did was like remove hunchbacks as they spawned in and started falling to their doom, and that's through the entity list. I'm like, okay, it's not that, it's not that, it's not that. And then he's going back through and he's looking for a good save, and the only save that was viable was like the most recent one that was viable was from like 1:30 in the morning or something like that of like the previous day. And I'm like, okay, well, I was in the game like a good chunk that day, you know, the day after, and Gmod was in with me working on his own stuff. And I'm like, how in the world does the game go back in time and remove grids from previous saves? Like, it made zero sense. I have no idea what happened. Gmod's still confused. He doesn't know what happened. Our stuff was way better than Mantis. No, I did not do that. But mystery. I don't know what happened. It's very strange. But anyway, to wrap all this up, Infinite's in, so he should be out of the
Yep.
the
I'm
old
getting rid of
temple
it now.
smoothie temple, and Gmod has painted it brown.
I was painting it pink first, but I just want to get the valuable components off real quick.
He's going to get the valuable components first, so he's painted it brown and now pink. But anyway, we're getting stuff cleaned up here. Gmod is about halfway done with the new smoothie temple. Infinite has some stuff he wants to do with his ship to make it space capable, but we're gonna need some platinum. So I think at some point, hopefully when that thing's
And gold.
finished, yeah, we can go get some platinum and some gold. We want to get all wrapped up because, as we know from last week, we have the coordinates for where the Shimakaze may or may not be. We have what may or may not be the shield codes for getting into the shield bubble. And we may or may not be walking into a trap. We don't know, but
We're excited to find out.
we're excited to find out. And Infinite is very excited to go and actually, like, you know, beat up on the Shimakaze. I am
Well,
also very excited.
And I made the temple a little bit more heavier in the case because the Reaver would have kind of shredded it before. If it got off a shot, like, without the shield. And the Shimakaze is a lot more powerful than that Reaver.
Nope, quit it. No, stop it.
Everything okay, Infinite?
Doesn't sound like it.
You turn the Sieves off.
Oh, what's going on? Oh, are you placing a projector?
Yeah, I was gonna park your ship in the treehouse, Infinite, but that ship was kind of in there.
Yeah, and it doesn't have any power.
Oh, what doesn't have
What do
any
you mean?
power? Which one? Oh, ouch, that was a hard landing.
I just turned your ship off over there. It has a lot of power in it.
This little one in here?
Oh, no, the big one over there.
Those are the
Oh.
doors.
Little one
Oh.
doesn't
I
have any
shouldn't have done that.
electricity in it.
Huh.
Oh. Now it's buildings. Right.
Well, that was a stupid idea. I should not have done that.
My connector's set up, Manta, if you want to land on the smoothie temp, the new one.
Where is my... Oh, it's working. Great. It already toggled. Wonderful. Thank you. Ship, I appreciate you. Lock off. It's
So your
probably not
landing
going to
bay
pop
is
back
clear.
on. Where did the block go?
And
It
see
used to be
that's-
here, and now it's moved. Hinge lock. There we go. Hinge lock on. Now. Ramp time. Ramp timer one. Sorry, not ramp time. It's not called ramp time. Although that's a pretty good name for that button.
Yeah.
Oh man, ramp time.
Oh, by the way, there are a lot of dogs and a lot of suits over on that beach, Manta.
Well, this is
Just as a
unfortunately where I
warning.
need to set my ship. Alright, rotor lock's on. Good. Now I can close the doors, lock up. As a Serenity just spawned in. If anybody cares.
Yeah, a lot of those are spawning in recently.
A lot
Along
of
with the
Serenities?
hunchbacks.
Oh man, that's painful.
Can I turn the Sivas back on, Infinite? Okay.
Not yet.
Oh, by the way, Manta, could you
Yeah.
check this programmable block and tell
one?
me if you
The one
if
underwater?
You see, no, the Izzy. And tell me if you see a way to edit the code.
Yeah, it's down at the bottom. Oh, No. Where did it go?
Okay, I thought I was hallucinating.
No, you're not. So something moved it, either a mod or oh, you're also the owner. Oh, that's probably why I can't touch it because you're the owner.
No, I didn't see it either.
That's very interesting. Yeah, so they moved it. Either Keen moved it on the last update or some mod that we're using moved it. But
And even more stranger is you say I'm the owner, but on my end it says you're the owner.
That's probably why. It's probably borked out. Here, I'm gonna do a quick admin tool, use all terminals, and I'm going to steal that myself, and I'm going to transfer it to me. Yes. And I'm going to recompile her, which I can't do. Well, that's a problem.
Yeah.
All right. Well, we'll just kill it then. It should be a large grid one anyway. She's on a rotor. Let's get her out of here. Wait, what in the world? Oh, my inventory's full. Oh. All right. Where's a good spot for a programmable block? You got room up in the treehouse? Infinite?
Right over here's near the teleporter.
Yeah, teleporter. It's awfully close to the water though.
Grid thing. It's like a small grid programmable.
No, I don't want a small grid. I want a large grid. That's what I'm saying. That's why we're changing it.
Oh.
Yeah, I want a large grid one because it needs to be not small grid. It doesn't need to be. I'm just.
You can put it right here.
I'm gonna put it right here, like you said, Gmo.
No, I was gonna say near the hydro tanks if you don't want it near the water.
Nah, it's fine. I'll just put it right here. I think I painted it.
So, Siva's okay?
What was that?
Infinite?
Turn it back on.
I've got a lot of components in my inventory from that cargo ship we got.
Yeah, I was actually gonna go tear it down if the smoothie temple gets up fast enough.
Oh, there. Actually, I do need that many. Let me get this back. Cool. There we go. All right, great. Now what I need some food too. I'm gonna die. No, it's still not there. Okay, what's going on?
Okay.
I literally remade a new programmable block, and I don't. Where did it go? It's got the two lines down at the bottom as if it's there.
Yeah, and that's even more unfortunate because now we don't have Izzy.
Oh my goodness, are you kidding me? Like, this is why.
I was tempted to go onto my private server and see if...
I was just playing with them earlier today and they were fine. I may or may not have been working on a tank today at lunch. Because I couldn't log into the public server. Your public server wasn't letting me in because of a mod error. So I was like, well, fine then. I'll just.
I was wondering if you tested that Octave.
I didn't. It sounds like, from what I could tell, like you said, you did a planet swap. So if you deleted one planet and then added another planet with the same definitions, it's very possible that it's just confused now. And so I would probably need to go into somehow my local. I don't even know, something that has Octave and delete the files from my
I just
PC.
subscribed to both and it worked.
Okay.
I just had both planets and they found out that they're both like different.
Yeah, I don't know. All I know is that I tried to join and it kept saying mod download failed. I tried like 4 or 5 different times. I even closed out of SE, tried again.
Huffington, have you tried logging in today?
This is so strange.
Just curious. If you tried logging into the public server today.
Is there a programmable block on anybody's ship that's not currently connected to the base? Oh, there goes Infinite. I half expected you to rocket into those conveyors. Just whee!
So here's the amount of lasers that's on here.
The amount of lasers.
Yes.
It just looks like it got bigger feet. Like, I know the whole ship's probably bigger, but it just looks like you keep expanding the feet.
Yeah, but if you come over here, it has broadsides now.
Where is here?
Over near Infinite ship.
Oh, gotcha. I gotcha. I'm with you. Interesting.
It has 10 on each side, and then
10?
That'll still be EMP.
I only see 5. Where are the other ones?
5 on top row, 5 on the bottom.
I don't see the top row ones. Oh, maybe I'm too short. Let me jump. Yeah, I don't see.
Yeah.
All these
Let me
dang
go.
projectors are not helping our sim speed, guys.
I think
Top.
there's only two projectors
There's
on.
10 projectors. I have no idea.
So this is the first line right here, and then right under here is the second line.
It's fine with the small rollback. The rollback that Gmod did, or something that you did to roll something back? Because like I was able to log on yesterday after
Yeah.
after he did the rollback, and I lost basically an entire day's worth of progress, both my lunch break and about 3 hours in the evening. Well, hold on, 10, 11, 12.
Also
1.
very
Yeah.
strange that you were able to log in, but now you can't.
Yeah, I know. So, well, you made the change after that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I came in,
mind.
I played, I did all my stuff, and I got my base back to basically where it was before the rollback, and then
And I made the change for.
then you made the
Larson, and
change, and I was like, now I can't get in, which is fine. It's fine. It's whatever. But
I'll
right.
find a way to get you in.
yeah, it's
I
no
think
worries. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
What
It's
is
fine.
real funny, if you come underneath the smoothie, this is where it's most deadly. Like if I can get over a target,
Oh wow.
all of these lasers have access to firing, along with the EMPs.
You know, here I am trying to make something that looks like kind of believable, and then the Gmod is just like, "What's this? A floating mall stall? Yeah, let's just slap guns all over it."
Smoothie temple.
Yes.
And then you
Oh.
had the sacrificial ice inserts on both the back and the front.
Ace inserts?
What? Oh, the collectors.
Yeah, you put the ice in here or the water, and then you get a smoothie out.
Offering platforms.
And just as a side note, for more rescue purposes, I now have a teleport platform for you and Infinite.
Oh, dedicated?
Mm-hmm. I would just set up profiles, but they don't have that anymore.
It's a good feature. So I need to place a blueprint. Should I wait to do that? Need to place a get a blueprint lined up. Is the system gonna
We need to turn off SIVA.
turn out just for a moment? I'll turn it off and then move this far enough away that nothing's buildable.
If you try and log in, Puffington, let us know, because I haven't yet tried to log into the public server.
That's the Gmod one, the same. Lost a day's worth of work, and I'm so happy about it. The change they made were terrible. That's fantastic. I still haven't got any food. What am I doing?
Did you see your platform that I made for the tower? Manta?
I didn't see it now. Is it set up?
No.
Oh,
like the
then-
example.
Then
Because we need
yes,
a lot
yes,
more
and I
resources
commented
to
on
do
it and
that.
said it would be a great place to have.
Yeah.
We're out of meal bars again. How do we keep running out of food, people?
I don't know. I take the synth food.
The synth food is disgusting. I hate that stuff. I can't eat it anymore.
I like exclusively synth food, except for right now I treated myself to all of the meal bars.
I'm like a robot zombie, so I don't really care what food I
Yeah, I guess you are kind of like a weird thing, aren't you? Let's see, drinking water, algae soy, organics. Do I have enough organics? Is that the problem? Guys, poop some more. Oh, we have plenty.
New ship isn't gonna fit in the treehouse.
The new ship?
Is capable one?
Bad face.
What are we missing? Algae? Is it algae soy or is it drinking water? It's gotta be algae soy. We have plenty of drinking water, I'm sure.
You need a bigger treehouse.
Nutrients.
Yeah. I think we're gonna build it on the roof.
There we go. Then we're gonna find the
A better question: how are you going to get up on
the
the roof?
Orga hydroponics.
Better.
It's not sucking it on its own. Oh, there it goes. All right, let's move.
And even better question: are you just going to recycle what you have, or are you going to have two ships?
I don't know. At the moment, I
Because-
can't make it at all because we don't have any platinum, apparently.
Or gold?
All right, there we go. Now we've got. Should have algae soy product being made. Although it's hard to tell. Oh, there it is. It's blipping. It's getting taken. Okay, cool. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. All right. Well, there we go, everybody. All right. Well, that work's done. Good night, everybody.
Yay!
Nice.
I'm trying to clear your stand, Manta, but
It's fine. It's
Infinite
whatever. I don't care. I won't
needs-
care. I won't even care. Ah, I'm falling in the water. I'm dying. Oh, we're good.
needs time to put up his new projection that we don't have the resources for. Nor do we have the resources for the smoothie, but
Yeah, receivers are back on.
I still need to get a drink. I haven't got a drink yet.
I don't know, it would be a good time because I expect us to get very busy later on in the
Oh,
stream.
we will. So I don't know if I finished explaining what we were going to do, but basically we're heading off to the distance to the, what is it? Infinite, you got the GPS marker, right?
I have a GPS marker, I think.
Yeah, for the monitoring point. I have it too. Here it is.
It is?
Yes, it is 102,000. No, yeah, 102,229.5 kilometers away.
Yeah.
So
East, if it matters.
yeah, slightly eastward. So yes, we are gonna be in for a long trip, but it's gonna be a fun trip. So again, on that point, guys, I would suggest we either bring in a teleport pad, resources for a teleport pad, and drop it in there, or, assuming we get in, or spawn point of some kind, something, so we can
Here's
spawn.
a survival kit.
My new ship has a survival kit.
Yeah,
sounds like
that's
you
great.
have
I'm talking about in the belly
it.
of the beast.
Inside of it.
Because if we get in there, and I mean we heard what they said about the last people that tried to get in there, they basically all died except one of them.
Well,
So,
the most
I-
strange thing is, like, how do we know the teleport pads won't be blocked by the shield?
Oh dear, is that a thing?
Well, you can have jammers for the teleport pads.
Oh dear.
And if the thing has Sivas on board, they're just gonna grind down anything we build.
Yeah, that too.
Not. That's true. That's very true. Enemies. Oh man. Well, that would mean that we'd have to get a ship like
Land it in there.
in
Use
the
it as a
belly.
spot.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
like,
that's gonna get ground down too, isn't it? If it's on fly
Potentially.
mode.
Well, I don't know. Our Sivas are locked. They don't grind down enemy stuff unless it's the special paint color.
yeah, but you can change that.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, it's a very good chance that they didn't change their default settings. Power of the default, people. Or, but what is it called? The
Password
tyranny of the default, where the vast majority of people leave things as default, whether or not they're supposed to.
Just enter in the
This,
password for the shield was probably 0000.
Well, it seems like it seems like they alternate that based on what is it, Jackson, whatever his name was, the guy that we saw before. It
Here's
based
that
on what
jammer as. It goes to a smaller one.
there's a where I work. There's a print. Somebody printed a picture and stuck it next to one of the printers, and it says paper jam, and it's like an X-ray of a printer, and inside there's a bunch of pieces of paper like rocking out on instruments. I find it comedic. I enjoy it. Is that what you placed right there and then promptly ground away, Gmod?
Yeah, it was too much resources. I thought I
Oh,
would put
wow.
the frame.
So there's a good chance they don't have anything like that.
Like, it's 50 computers,
Wow.
steel plates, construction components, steel plates.
Yeah, there's a good chance
It's-
they don't have any jammers. Because it's very
it's-
possible that the shield is...
Not
Too
that
much.
much, but
Do we know that? Does anybody know that? Does the shield hurt us?
Well, I mean,
Does anybody
think
know
about
if
the zombies that come here.
you can walk up to
They
our
get
shields?
zapped. It's like, ouch, like a bug zapper.
Hmm.
Actually, that's pretty much
It's a
what it looks
storm
like
fire.
when you're on the ground floor and the zombies are coming at you. Zip. Little puff of smoke.
That stormfire looks very impressive, guys. Goodness gracious, what is going on out there?
Yeah, interesting. I don't have any sound volume anymore.
Any game volume?
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's no good. I do. I'm hearing little laser bursts go off.
Yeah. I don't have anything.
What are we looking at?
Interesting.
85, 87. Okay, so we're sim speed is dumping between 9.3 and 8.3. That's fine.
Stormfire looks like it means business.
It does look like it means business. I almost considered to go do something about it, but now I'm thinking maybe not.
Maybe we let the sleeping dog lie.
Well,
the-
we at
the
least
slightly
need
cruising
gold
dog.
and platinum if we're gonna go take on that ship.
Give some.
He's got little like Atmo pontoons sticking out the sides. That's cool.
Probably make this little thing space capable,
He looks so
but it'd
dangerous.
probably be more efficient to just take the smoothie temple.
Whatever you guys think is best. The
Space capable?
the Alpine is definitely space capable as well.
We'll take. I don't have anything currently space capable except for this guy, which is like semi. It's got some ions.
I mean,
Oh.
if I can get you the space, I guess that could move
Oh, what
around.
was that? Oh, sparks.
I mean, I'm only going up there to get platinum, so if you guys want to come and get some platinum,
Only problem is some of my back thrusters to get up in the space aren't completed yet.
hey, you want to go get some
Uh,
platinum?
I could probably get the smoothie temple up there, but not any other ships, probably. At least safely.
Right? You got the drilling stuff, so we don't really need any other ships. Just going to get the platinum.
Yeah.
And gold. Although we got
Um,
gold around the planet here, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump into cryopod and reset Space Engineers because it's completely silent.
Oh, because of your audio? Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on.
You probably turned it off for Octave.
Maybe that's when I stopped using audio, because I don't obviously use it.
I mean, I don't have music, I don't even have mouse clicks or anything. As soon as I get back to the main menu, it's starting to come back. Yeah. Strange. Anyway, how's your week going, guys? Sun's finally coming out here.
Nice.
Ours is just going down because of the rains in Spain
Ah,
that are falling mainly on the plains. Infinite, you are suitless, by the way. I don't know if you're aware. You're just kind of
Not
purple.
okay.
Hop in a cockpit and pop back out.
Do a cryopod? Does that count?
Cryopod's probably count too, yeah.
mm-hmm.
No.
Hey, you look so much better.
Thanks.
It's gracious, we are chugging something fierce. I'm gonna do a Oh, I still am using all terminals, by the way. Well, actually, oh no, because we're gonna be Izzy-less.
Yep.
So we're gonna run out of resources, guys. Rats.
That's
Okay,
gonna be
this
an
is
issue.
not cool, man. What? Why is it? Why?
I was thinking of actually logging into the private server to see if Izzy works at all.
Well, it's not Izzy, it's the programmable block.
Yeah.
Because I just made a brand new programmable block and it is doing nothing. The problem is I don't even know what is affecting it. You know, that's the weirdest thing. Like when I saw the the buttons move, first off, they moved to the bottom.
Yeah.
You know, of the menu. And I was like, well, that's really weird. I wonder why they're down there, because I went looking for it at one point. I'm like, where is it? It's gone. Then all of a sudden, now it's just gone. I don't know what's going on here. I'm gonna do a floating objects removal first off. Oh, yeah, that helped a little bit. That's nice.
I know there's a lot of debris and stuff from the Reaver when I looked in the
Ain't that the
entity list.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna do our little
Because
regular
one single
cleanup.
Reaver did try to show up.
Yeah, I'm gonna do accelerating, linearly moving, stationary. 20 less than 20 blocks, 500 meters from any player. Go. Oh man, we're back up to 1.0. Look at that.
That won't cause any
Oh, wait.
issue with the...
Now we're down to 0.8. Wait, we're back up to 0.1. We're good. Suspend. Great. All right, so we should be good. Hopefully that'll stop us from chugging so weirdly.
I was just wondering, that won't cause any issue with us later on, will it?
Nope, not at all.
Okay.
Nope, as long as we're okay, we're okay. Yeah, floating objects are just like the debris, like, especially like when we were having that fight last week, all the debris and like scrap metal falling off of the Reaver and the other stuff, like all that just needs to get cleaned up because that's just a mess. And now we're looking so much better. Look at that, we're looking at 1.0. We're looking great. So much better. Oh, by the way, did everybody see that they shrunk down the F11 menu?
They keep changing so much without putting in the patch notes.
Oh, I know. But the F11 menu is one of them. So what they did is they went in and they basically trimmed some of the things from the first page of F11 and said, this is what people normally care about, so we're just going to leave these things. And then they got rid of all the other pages. So, you know how you could like hit Shift F11 and then hit it like 5 more times before you cleared it? That's gone. It's just a toggle now. So you hit Shift F11 to turn it on, and Shift F11 and it turns right off. It's actually quite nice. I'm actually quite happy with it. I like that. The cheating thing, not so much. That was kind of annoying and weird, but the rest of it, not so bad. Are we missing some
Oh, by
planks
the way,
here?
while we're waiting for everything to go through, I just wanted to say thank you again, Infinite, for joining me on the sea and helping me get that achievement.
Oh,
Way
yeah.
to rub it in, guys.
I actually dropped out right before he did the big fight, so I'm also unhelpful.
Oh no! Wait, so how did you help him get the achievement if you... Oh,
He
you
actually-
just played the instrument, huh?
Well, yeah,
No.
we basically did the fight the first time, but I didn't get the achievement then.
Gotcha.
And then basically, we did everything else again the second time, up to the summoning the Megalodon. Unfortunately, everyone that we saw
Famous last words. We're okay until we're okay.
were ignoring us. Except for 2 people that were fishing forever.
Hey,
Must have
that sounds like my kind of
shaking
people.
around.
Yeah, you will love them.
I love those kinds of people, the ones that just stand around fishing.
We're in
Can I
the
make
line
it? Oh, I
for
did.
them. We got credit for all the fish they turned in. They had some epic fish.
That's what good fishermen always get some really good fish. Oh. So there's a water recycling system on the carrier that is now finished and is actively trying to make water. Oh, I missed it. Oh man, I didn't jump as good
Like,
as last time.
eventually that whole thing will be finished.
I know. Well, we keep turning it off because of reasons, but we'll get there.
Yeah, just like the tower. Eventually, the defense tower will be up.
We're getting there. We're getting there. We just gotta wait a little minute. That's all. It's all good. It's all good. Oh, oh. Infinite's treehouse is empty.
Somebody built a ship, no ore detector on it. I don't want to name any names, but that was pretty dumb of them.
I mean, if it's not an ore scouting ship, that's not surprising.
Yeah.
And the Smoothie Temple has an antenna, so we can share that data with you.
Yeah, but hey, something I just thought about, which the water's flickering again, which is never a good sign. But something I thought about is, so for instance, if you look out on the beach, there's like a crater on the beach where there was damage before, and you'll notice that there's water in that crater. Because
Interesting.
obviously the water is all at a, just like in real life, the water kind of is at sea level on a planet. So that got me thinking that, like, on the public server or on my survival series or anything like that, like, if I end up on a place where there really isn't any water nearby, if you're close to sea level, you can dig a well.
Nice.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, I like that idea.
Yeah, you can literally dig a well in Space Engineers because the water will be at that specific height. It'll be at sea level across the entire planet. So, like, you don't want to start from that tall mountain, but you never do. You know, where do people build wells? In lowlands, you know, where they can actually get to water most of the time. And, you know, where there's, like, you know, rivers and groundwater and stuff like that. But on Space Engineers, of course, it's all going to be kind of at the same, you know, place. But it's... What is this?
This happens all the time when you're mining and you dig the tunnel and you hit the water level.
Yeah.
Concept, yeah.
Yeah, but then instead of just being like, oh, dang, it's in my mine, which is also a thing that happens, mines flood, you've got a well. You stick a long row of conveyors all the way down, stick a collector on the bottom, and you got yourself a pump well. And suddenly you're sucking in ice in the middle of the desert. How cool. It hit me a while ago, and I was like, wait a second. That's really annoying. I kind of am concerned. Gmod, did you make it back in? Or did you test the server? We lost him.
Gmod!
Gmod? Gmod? Gmod! Oh, dang. Stuff to kill. Stuff to kill. Stuff to kill. I'm really upset about this programmable block thing. It's really annoying. I'm very concerned. I'm not quite sure what's going on here. The server's been running since this afternoon, but it's been paused the whole time because nobody's been in it. Gmod only logged in around like maybe 6 o'clock, I think. Yeah. So I'm not sure what the reasoning is. That's really not cool. If that's the case, then we're going to be out of programmable block stuff. Like, we can't use programmable blocks. I don't think the fork has any honor, and I don't think the Alpine does. Who does have programmable block? How about you? Do you have a programmable block? Oh my goodness. No, there isn't anything here. What is the deal? Nope, don't cycle objects. Come back. Entity list. There's a Reaver Thrasher somewhere.
Oh.
Well, we'll just nix that, won't we? Okay, that fixed that, sort of. Now it's much worse. No, it's not. It's slightly better. I'm getting very low FPS now is my problem. Gmod, you're back! Did you go check the public server, or no?
No.
Okay. Your
You
leg
want me
is
to?
up. Do you need to go to the bathroom? Are you a
I'll
dog?
go check it.
You're just standing there with your leg halfway up.
May be excused, Gmod.
I'll go check it.
Take your time, take your time. I was just curious. You don't have to go check it. I mean, now that you're already disconnected, it's whatever, but yeah, you didn't have to. We're all just hanging out here. We're all just having fun. Oh, man. Well, I'm all good. I tried to play around with some more weapons to see for the AG, because she's got a couple hard points on her that I don't have populated at the moment, and I keep trying to look for, like, better and better stuff, and, like, I tried out some of, like, Krieg's other weapons, and I popped on this other mod, this other weapon core mod that was one we hadn't used, and it was kind of cool, but, and it had some cool weapons on it, but some that just were like, no, like, they're cool, like, they're fully animated, and they've got okay, some of them have okay sounds, some of them have really poor sounds, but they just, like, some of them were kind of underwhelming, and just, man, it was a mess. Basically, the mod author was like, I made this mod with weapon core, and they're like, and it's totally balanced for itself. It's like, okay, great. And they're like, it's got every kind of weapon you could ever need. I'm like, no, it doesn't, but that's fine. And they're like, so they're like, you know, if you seem to think something's too OP or too weak,
Interesting
it's because
idea,
it's balanced.
Pilkington.
Because it's balanced against itself. And I was like, okay. And so sure enough, you play with it, and some of them are just very underwhelming compared to some other weapons we have. There's not very good booms. There were some cool... Oh, and the animations were all borked. Basically, like missile launching tubes and stuff like that, they don't reset to the right position, which I found odd because the mod author was like, and of course there's nothing against mod authors because I'm sure it's difficult and I'm sure it's a hard thing to do, but they're basically saying that like weapon core doesn't have a certain connector set up where like you can't return a animation state to 0, so there's no point for that, so you can get caught with certain animations, which we've seen occasionally with certain things, but they're like a reload or grinding it down and rebuilding it fixes it, and I'm like, okay, cool. I can use the Shiva missile launcher all day long, and it constantly just opens and closes the doors and loads the missile, does everything it needs to do. The Flechettes the same way. And then this mod was like, I fired the first missile, and then the animation doesn't work anymore. It's like, all right, I feel like there's something a little extra going on here. so I ended up not using it, but it seemed like it was an interesting mod. Didn't add it to this server or anything like that. So
I was testing the experimental energy beam, and basically the energy beam actually appeared always above the block.
Oh, that's weird. What mod was that from?
I don't know. I was just testing energy weapons to see if I could find some to supplement the temple.
Yeah, and that's same thing I was doing. I was trying to see if I could find something to supplement the AG, just because I'm like, I feel like I need something.
Lasers I have are the ones from the Eric's mod.
Yeah, and I don't want to go too crazy with my stuff either. Like I kind of want to, I want it to be reasonable. Like I don't want my ship to end up looking like Gmods. Just kidding. But like I don't, because I could slap laser turrets all over that ship and it wouldn't matter. I mean, it's fine, but they wouldn't be like aesthetically pleasing to me. So for the AG, I kind of went more with like I want inline stuff. And I'll maneuver the ship around and I'll fire at things. But then you got a limit with how many of those you can actually use.
Yeah, do you want to know some of my thought process on that?
Tell me your thought process. Also tell me where in-game scripting is. On server blend.
As far as
enable in-game scripts is on.
Yeah, I checked.
So, yeah.
The public server too.
Yeah, and so it's on. So it's not that.
But
good thought though, Puff. That was a very good thought. But no.
Independence Day when they open with that really heavy laser.
Yes. Oh, that's where you were going.
Yeah, like.
Yeah. Well, you looked like that last week. Do you remember when you were fighting on the transport courier and the Reaver? I mean, you were just like raining down these like ion beams, like. You looked really cool.
If the Smoothie Temple can get over a target, it like rains death. If it has to fire to the side, okay, it's only on your server, man.
Okay, then it's probably we just need to reload. Probably we just need to reload.
Yeah. Public server is
are we
fine.
in a position where people might want to do? I hate to do that, but it's like, and maybe we should. I feel like we're doing an awful lot of construction right now, and if we don't have Izzy running, we're gonna run out of stuff really fast.
I agree.
We're gonna be in a rough way. So I'm debating just saying let's do a quick reload. I gotta get a drink anyway. Luckily it's a server one, so it doesn't take that long. Yeah. What do you think? If
I'm in a cockpit, is it okay, or do I need to come back?
Yeah, no, you're fine. You're fine. Cockpits are fine.
Alright, that's fine.
Cockpits, beds, and cryopods are all legit logout locations, I believe. Technically, cockpits aren't like supposed to be like the place because they don't recharge you and they don't freeze your stats. So basically,
as a funny side note, I found out through server blend, if you're out randomly in the world and the server is stopped, like officially, it will actually save your location.
Okay, why is the AG shield overloaded? Maybe there was a bad guy and the base shot at it or something and hit my shield.
I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't either.
I mean, I was dealing with the tower almost disappearing and the main weapon falling on the base.
Well, with weapon core, same grid damage is not a thing. So if you've got like I could have Gladius lasers on my ship, and if I'm trying to aim through myself, they either A, won't fire, or B, they just hit the ship, but they don't actually do any damage. I believe that is the same for connected ships and merged ships, obviously, but if a ship or something isn't part of the same grid, I believe friendly fire is a thing that can happen. Now, the other side of that is, oh my goodness, I think I see my front. There's 2 orange glows on the ground in the front of the ship. I'm pretty sure those are my vents that are showing energy usage because the shield is reloading. That's awesome. Nice. So I'm going to hop into the cockpit of the Fork. So I'm safe. Are you guys safe?
I'm logged out in a cryo.
Okay, sweet.
Get my ship stationary.
I'm going to go ahead and log out as well real quick. We're going to exit main menu. Yes. Wahoo.
I'm all alone. I'm out.
There we go. All right, I am out as well. All right, cool. So that's all right. So the server, everybody's out of the server. Let me do a quick switcheroony. I still have the server up, so lucky me. Quick actions. Stop server. Is there anything we need to add, by the way? Anybody? Is there any mods or anything that you wanted to grab before we load back in? I asked earlier today, and Gmod was like, "Nope."
I don't think so.
I was looking for different laser weapons,
Okay, cool.
but couldn't find any.
All right, so the server is down.
Funnily enough, I prefer laser weapons over actual physical ammo, just
See,
because
I don't.
I can throw energy at it and just say, "Hey."
Yeah, and that's
As long as
fine. I don't. I honestly, like, I would think that I would prefer, like, laser weaponry and energy weaponry, because that's, like, you know, I'm a big sci-fi person. It's like, oh, it's awesome. I love, like, energy weapons. But I'll tell you, the vast majority of our enemies don't have shields. So the ballistic weapons do more damage to them than anything else, and they work really well. And with weapon core, they just work so well. So, like, to me, it's I honestly, I prefer them. Like, I was testing out stuff for the tank that I was building, and I was like, I want a gun for the turret that's going to, like, be impressive. So I think I ended up going with the howitzer, actually. Infinite.
Love that one.
Yeah.
Most
Did you use-
energy
Or no, I
weapons,
used an
unless
artillery
you-
artillery cannon. Sorry, no, I did not. Go ahead, Gmod.
Most energy weapons, unless you go like the big plasma ones that we have on the base,
Yeah.
usually they're just gonna tickle the enemy or take down shields.
That's the only reason I even have the ones that I have, are just for getting rid of shields.
Yeah, and that's so I have the AG has chain guns and blasters forward facing that all kind of converge on the same location, and I usually fire them together. So I do energy and physical damage at the same time to pretty much anything I'm firing at. And then, of course, I've got a tail laser turret as well, just for kicks. I may change that or do something a little different. I also have the flechettes down below. I originally had archer missiles, and that did not work out. The archers were, like, broken at the time, and so they did not work out.
I would like to see them in action there.
Oh, they looked really good. It was just... I'll load that up. They looked really good, but they missed. They didn't fire. They weren't, like, hitting their targets. They, like, their targeting was broken or something like that. It was a real shame. And so I was like, well, I'm not gonna load up my gunship with missiles that miss. It's like, that's just a waste. And that was the other thing. Yeah, that was the other thing when I was playing around with other weapon mods. It was another one of those things where it's like, oh, these are cool missiles, or these are cool launchers, or these are cool things, but then they, like, miss. Like, there's one I think Krieg has. It's like the Swarmer, I think it is, like a Swarmer missiles, and, like, they just, like, and swarm. They're really cool. They're awesome. And then, like, half of them miss. And I was like, okay, well, that's really great. And then they swing back around to hit a second time, and then maybe, like, another quarter hit. And then the others just self-detonate because they've run on too long. I was like, well, that's a waste of resources and ammo, and in a fight, this is kind of dumb.
Trying to save your life, and then those things just let you down.
Yeah.
Unless you launch those at medium to long range, not a lot of them are gonna hit.
I was a decent distance. Like, the problem is that they're swarmers, so they swarm. So they're constantly all just like all over the place. So they're not like converging on a point.
So it's for like bigger targets, maybe?
I guess. I just don't.
Or maybe for crowds?
That would do pretty good crowd control on speedy targets if you fire everywhere.
Entering wrong passwords.
Ah. Yes, the server's back up, Infinite.
Should join back?
Looks like it.
Sweet.
Okay, there we go. We're in.
Continue game.
Okay, join faves. These are my 2 faves. Now, assuming it's still in my clipboard. Yes. Okay, great. I saw when I loaded up the server tonight, it said updating mods, and I'm pretty sure it said the corrupted, and then something else, and I was like, oh no.
Think we need more problems.
Yeah, I know, right? Well, that's the thing, is we're gonna be traveling through space, so there's a very good chance that we're gonna be under attack.
I was kind of laughing today when Larson was saying about his RAR file
Oh, the RAR file?
that he
Yeah.
sent me. Yeah. And my antivirus set it off. Well, as I was trying to explain to him, when I go into the join menu, if I am there for more than a few seconds, my antivirus is like, this is a Trojan, this is a Trojan.
And who do you use again?
I use a combination of Malwarebytes and another firewall.
Okay. I don't mean to tell anybody how to run their lives, but as long as you are a responsible internet citizen,
I know.
Microsoft Defender is very capable these days, and it's built into Windows. Any other?
I only got like 2 or 3 year like cheap plan.
Yeah. The problem with antivirus is that any antivirus application that is not hard coded into the OS from the start has to get those same privileges, which means they have to tunnel their way into the kernel and basically get their hooks into the kernel. Well, unfortunately, what that means is they have now added third-party tunnels into the kernel, and if there's ever a vulnerability in that antivirus, there's now a direct highway to kernel level access. So
Yeah, actually, I rely usually on Windows Defender.
yeah.
It's just I got a deal on
I
that
gotcha.
the Malwarebytes. I'm like, okay, I'm not just gonna let it sit there and run out. I'm at least gonna use it.
I would, but that's just me. But yeah, it's we switched from now. Granted, if you're in an enterprise situation, it's a different story, and you know, especially if you have the money for it, go for it. I know where I am, we use a dedicated antivirus. I know a lot of other corporations do. We're a law firm, so of course we're going to do something, obviously. But we do intend to eventually drop that in favor of a Microsoft Defender APT or ATP, because we are already on Intune, and I think we're just going to go all in on that front. So we'll switch over to that. But yeah, it was something that came up several years ago, maybe 5 or 6 years ago, when the big Symantec thing happened, and that really kind of opened a lot of people's eyes to, hey, antiviruses can be a problem in and of themselves. If you because Symantec had that big vulnerability, and suddenly viruses just had a direct highway down into the kernel, like, hey, here we go, yay.
And what's even more funny is a lot of antiviruses, once you remove their internet connection, basically are pretty much useless.
Yeah.
Near useless.
Yeah.
Because they're checking a little book on the internet saying, hey, is this a virus?
Yeah, they yeah. So for me, in my personal life, I run Windows Defender on everything, and that's it. I don't run anything extra. Back in the day, we used to use WebRoot. Don't use that anymore. And I recommend for everybody, I said, is respectable person online, and you're not just downloading every random file, that you find, and you're, taking care. OS, is it the greatest antivirus on the planet? Probably not. But is it enough? Yes, absolutely, 100%. And it's gotten much better. Back in the Win 7 days, when it was Windows Defender and it was a big joke.
And also, since Windows Defender went to the online sort of system, Microsoft is very good about like almost 0-day updating their
absolutely.
definitions.
And that's the other benefit is, Trend Micro and WebRoot and all the others, they're very good at pushing out updates to their clients, but they have to do that. They have to get to the client to do it. With Windows, Microsoft already has a built-in updating tool that they can push out updates on a whim, and Windows Defender is just built into the OS. I mean, you get a Windows Defender update every day if you run your updates. Just a definitions update, just like, hey, there's my new stuff. Here you go. Get these. Make sure they're in there. So it's antivirus is one of those things that it's like,
If I didn't give it as a gift for my birthday, I wouldn't be using it.
Yeah, and that's fine. And it's one of those. It's a personal decision. First off, if you feel that you want to run a different antivirus, that's totally fine. You can do whatever you want. But what we in the industry, the IT and cybersecurity industry know is that, as long as you're doing decent stuff on the internet and you're not actively, going to sketchy download sites and things like that.
I would never.
Yeah, I know. Well, people do, and you do. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I go to like SourceForge and stuff like that and download something, and I'm like, yep, this is totally legit, and it very well might not be,
Or worse yet, click on a link without reading.
Not even click a link. Worse yet, just get a drive-by download. I mean, just go to a site that's got a malicious ad, and well, there you go.
What I mean is, like in the email.
Oh yeah,
People open up stuff and don't look, and then.
Luckily I've gotten my users to be a bit more reasonable about that, and most of the time they will send emails to us like, hey, is this reasonable? Is this legit? Is this a good link?
Mm-hmm.
The funny thing about it is that like the vast majority of the time I have no idea. Like I can't vet this link. I don't know. But a lot of the time you can use context clues and you can hover over the link and see where things go. And if there's like an email that's like got just like a image in it that looks like a download for something, but the button isn't real, but the image is a hook that links to www.sketchysite.com, then I'd be like, hey, don't click that.
or if the email says it comes from Google and here's your shared document, but the email address is one-google.com or something.
Well, we get ones all the time that somebody will set up a Gmail account and set the display name to be somebody in our firm, and then the email address is like something legal attorney 1122 at gmail.com, and I'm like, I've had people be like, is this really this person? And I'm like, okay. Flip and read the email address. Does this look legit to you?
At that point, I can feel you about the facepalm.
Yeah,
or
I'm just
fall
like,
on the floor.
Come on, guys. Let's stop and think about this. But I am much rather in favor of them sending me every email than actively clicking malicious links or downloading stuff that they shouldn't be. I will take all the
sorry.
Yeah, I will take all the emails, the calls, the walk-ins asking about something over actually suffering from ransomware. So
yeah,
bring it on, people.
Because saying sorry after the fact, after the ransomware has infected half the network, it's not going to cut it usually.
It is not. It is not. Goodness gracious, it takes a long time to load into the server. Come on now.
Yeah, and there's a lag as both of you are loading in.
Oh, that's right. Oh, and as we're both probably cheating too, so watch out.
Already in.
And we also got a mobile platform and a super gremlin right near the base too.
I'm still on the loading screen. I now see that one man's magic is another man's engineering, and supernatural is a null word.
Oh.
That is by Robert A. Heinlein.
Intriguing.
Heinlein.
Like 4 gold spots on this planet now, and none of them. Maybe it's just too deep for my drill to see. Like my hand drills ore detector.
Well, Gmod has a large grid ore detector, and I'm sure it's tiered, like tier 17. So he could probably fly over at some point. and verify those locations for you, those nodes. Oh my
Yep,
goodness, I'm
it's-
just sitting on the load. Come on, the load stopped moving. It's also off center again. Why, Keith?
Yeah, and everything keeps lagging for me like rubber banding.
Of course.
You guys not in?
No.
No, I'm on the server, but it's really rubber banding.
I'm just trying to load in and apparently suffering for trying.
There's a pink marker on the mini-map. Oh no, it's red.
What does pink mean?
Mapping.
There's a girl online.
A grill.
Okay, I'm.
Yeah, I wonder if it's just. I've been here, but it's really, really lagging. Like, rubber banding and it pretty badly.
Doing okay for me, which is unusual that it would be good for me and not for you all.
I mean, Manta basically says his is froze. I'm debating on reloading my client. That's how bad it is for me.
Yeah, I'm just like sitting at the load. This is, you know, why is it always the days when something good is gonna happen that problems strike? Like, come on. Like, we could have come and said, like, hey, we have nothing to do today, and the game would have been perfectly fine.
Like, we're going mining today.
Yeah, and it'd been like, oh, have fun, enjoy yourselves.
Do need to go mine though. Need to get some platinum. That's
You
cool.
go for it, Infinite. I'm gonna get in a cryopod if I can, and I'm
Oh.
gonna close out.
Wait a second. Is
Man,
it,
I've been trying.
is it my whole PC? No, it's not. My PC's fine. Just kidding. I just did a
Like,
Control Delete and nothing happened, and I was like, what? It's because I was in the game.
yeah. I
Actually,
mean,
yep,
it's
I just got a
so
Space
bad.
Engineers. Space Engineers is not responding. Yeah, of course it's not, because it's dumb. Alright, so I just killed Space Engineers.
Hello,
Hold on.
black
I put
screen.
on my- Yeah, but just put on and be right back. Because the game crashed, so that's what it is.
Mhm.
Now, did you give
I
back
forgot
all
to
my
ask
memory?
you.
You did. Thank you.
I forgot to ask you, Manta.
What
How's
up?
your Stream Deck iPad?
Just as good as it's been.
I remember
At some
you...
point, I'm going to pay for an entire Stream Deck with this subscription, though, so I'd like to change that at some point.
Huh? I mean, as soon as there's a sale, I'm probably gonna get the 32 one.
Well,
So,
I'm looking at
what's
getting
smaller?
I'm looking at getting the 32, but the Gen 2. So the Gen
Mhm.
1 is like, I think at most it was like $20 cheaper than the Gen 2, and I'm like, at that price, $20 is not worth it. I was like, I will pay $20 for the Gen 2. I just, you know, it's one of those. This works just fine. You know, the iPad works just fine. So at some point, I'll switch. Yeah, whatever. It is what it is. It's on my Amazon wish list. Alright, here we go. Alright, so now I'm trying again.
Yeah, I'm crashing my Space Engineers, so it's
Yeah.
not letting me real quick.
Yeah, what was up? But Infinite's in there like, hey, everything's great.
He took over.
Working on my stuff.
Server host!
By the way, Infinite, since you're having no issues, can you check a programmable block near the
Oh, yeah.
teleporter?
You could do that.
Yeah, you verify that for us so we know what's going on.
See if
Near
it's
the
working.
Teleporter, you said?
Yeah. Yeah, the
And
crashing.
how will I know if it's working? Where am I looking?
Open the programmable block and just scroll down to the bottom, and do you see buttons that say compile, edit?
Run.
No.
Yay.
So we're Izzy list
Please.
this week.
Space Engineers.
Okay, why?
I could go into a test world and get a small Izzy set up and just blueprint it.
I don't think that's gonna help, is it?
It should automatically run once the thing is up.
Ownership would change, wouldn't it? And you'd have to recompile it, but we can't do that.
Oh yeah. Okay, I know this would be crazy and it would have to take down the server. But if you turn off scripts and turn it back on,
It's not worth it. I honestly, it's not worth it at this point.
yeah.
Our shields are working. The shields are script based.
That's good.
Yeah, because turning off in-game scripts does not just affect the programmable block. It also affects everything in-game that's scripted. That's why, like, on Xbox, you can't have certain mods that use in-game scripting, like Weapon Core. You know, Weapon Core uses scripting, and it's, you know, you just can't. So it's not just the programmable block that gets affected by in-game scripting, and the fact that the rest of our stuff is working just fine makes me think that it has nothing to do with that button. It's something wrong. I think there's a mod is affecting this, because
maybe it's the corrupt one.
Well, the funny thing is that the build world that I use is not this. It does not have every mod we have in this game, but it has pretty much all the weapon mods and all the block mods and stuff and even some that we don't have in here that I tend to use for things. So I can't say for certain. This is a long load. I know, Puff, but I'm in now. See how much faster that one went? It was like, hey, we're in. Everything's wonderful. Hey, Rashid. Hello. Hello. I was watching Peppa Pig last night with my son, and apparently the police in the UK all say, hello. I don't know if that's, like, the law or something, but, like, the narrator of Peppa Pig literally said, like, as they walked up and the police said that, and the narrator goes, that's how the police say hello. And I was like, okay. I guess that's just a thing. As we all know, Peppa Pig is the definitive cultural explanation for the UK. So
The authority on the subject.
yeah, Dr. Brown Bear said something that really threw me off guard. I was talking to my wife this morning in the shower. I was talking to her, and I was like, so Dr. Brown Bear said something weird last night. She was like, what? I said, okay, so listen to this. So they're having an episode where they had all the different doctors showing up, like the dentist and the doctor and the veterinarian and all this stuff. And basically this turtle, this little, like, animal turtle, because apparently in Peppa Pig there's two classes of animals. And from what we can tell, I haven't seen anything against this, but it seems like mammals are, like, higher evolved than everything else. So, like, birds, reptiles, fish, they're all, like, just animals like we are, dumb animals. But mammals seem to be anthropomorphized to the point where they're, like, sentient beings. So this turtle, which is just a turtle, fell out of the sky fell out of a tree and hit Pedro Pony on the face. So Dr. Brown Bear shows up and he helps him, puts a bandage on his nose. It's all good. Then the optometrist shows up, helps him with his glasses. It's all good. Then the dentist shows up and is like, how's everybody's teeth? He's like, oh, that's great. They moved on. So then the turtle was, like, wiggling around, and the teacher, Madame Gazelle, she's like, can any of you doctors help this turtle? And they were like, no. And Dr. Brown Bear goes, no, I can't treat animals. Wow. And I was like, stop right there, Mr. Brown Bear. I was like,
wait a second, bud.
You just treated a pony. I'm pretty sure ponies are animals. I'm very concerned right now. I'm not quite sure I understand what's going on. So that just threw me for a loop. So clearly there's a distinction in their world between animals and, like, savage animals, like, just, like, primal animals. Yeah, so I don't know what's going on there, but that was weird. But yeah. Puff says he's never heard the police say that. So you've never heard, what do they call them, like bobbies or something like that? You never heard a Bobby go, hello, what's this? And I apologize for my accent. That's... This is the best I can do.
Like, never heard it like that.
I know, right? Yeah, I don't know, it was weird. Like, they said it multiple times in the episode whenever they, like, greeted somebody. And, like, the narrator specifically was like, that's how the police say hello. And I was like, is that, like, a customary greeting for police? Like, I don't know. Is that how you know he's a real police officer? Like, he didn't say hello. He's not real. He's faking it. Oh, I don't know. It was weird.
Well, it looks like
what
your place is halfway clear. Well,
oh, that's great. I'm glad to hear it.
Well, my space in yours seems to be freezing this time, so.
Oh, program blocks are fine.
Sorry. Space engineers. Huh?
Programmable blocks have edit, run, and recompile all down at the bottom.
Oh, for a man's with sense, you can see it. Put Izzy back up in that.
I don't know. I trust you, Infinite.
Go look at it again.
It's okay. Yeah, I was sitting here, I was like, I'm just gonna check on a whim. Like, let me just check.
Glad you did.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna switch that to...
Oh,
What?
oh, I hit F. Fell out of my ship.
You did it again?
Yeah.
You didn't
The
learn
ship's
your lesson
probably
from
hovering
last
in the
week?
sky.
I didn't do it on purpose. I was just hitting like, you know, W and D and E and stuff, flying
I am
around,
Dash
having a
Mate.
good time.
Now the ship's probably hovering in air.
Sigh.
It's alright. Everything's fine.
You will come to hate the F key.
Everybody hates it. It's like the P key. Alright, there we go. Okay, so, let's see. Police, Izzy... Oh, right. In other news, I was going to say. So, I don't know if anybody's... I still have not seen the latest Marvel Spider-Man film. No Way Home, I think is what it's called. With Tom Holland. And I don't know if it's spoilers at this point. It's definitely not for me, but the other Spider-Men are in that film. So I don't know if anybody's missed that or not seen that. Spoilers, obviously, as I said.
If you watched pretty much any trailer,
I
that
know,
would not be a spoiler.
I know.
They kind of.
That's why I'm saying it.
Oh,
That's why I'm
hit the
saying it.
wall.
But anyway, I've been watching clips from it. So I haven't seen it, but I've been watching clips. And, you know, they Tobey Maguire, you know how he is. They totally played up his awkwardness in the film as far as I could he's great.
Oh.
So, like, when he first shows up, he just, like, kind of walks through and he's like, hey, hello, everybody. And I think, like, Andrew Garfield actually, like, said at one point, like, hey, so are you gonna go into battle dressed like a cool youth pastor, or are you gonna, like, wear your suit or something like that? And he's like, oh, I got it right here. So my sister-in-law was at a party, and she went upstairs, and she was, like, hanging out where all the, you know, getting the drinks and everything like that. And this guy walks up and he goes, oh, you know, he goes, I'm never really good at these kinds of things. He goes, I'm always kind of awkward, you know, at these kinds of parties. And she was like, oh, and he was like, yeah, he goes, you know, and just like, was like talking to her and just hanging out with her. And it was Tobey Maguire. And I was like, that's awesome. But apparently he's really nice. He's just a real sweet guy, and he just talked to her and just hung out with her, you know, at the party, and started introducing her to everybody that he knew, and he's a really nice guy. So I was glad to hear that. I was like, nice. So they said Leonardo DiCaprio was like, what is it, drinking juice in a corner or something like that. I told my wife, I was like, it's good to know he's also cool at parties.
Nice to know that they're about as cool as I am.
I know.
That's comforting.
It is comforting. It was funny. I laughed at that. I was like, oh, that's hilarious. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Well, the rest of your ship is gone.
Got rid of it for you.
Why? I thought we were faction. Oh, it's probably unowned by now.
There
I
is
guess?
no blocks.
Gotcha. That makes
No
sense. Well,
power
I'm
blocks
here
or-
now. I can just put my shield down. Oh man.
Feels
Well,
like
I cleared
get
my
out of the
landing
way.
pad.
Yeah, I have to crash Space Engineers. It's just frozen.
Again? You're still
Mhm.
stuck?
Yep. I
Gmod.
haven't been able to get in since it was rubber banding.
I'm so sorry.
Flown up to my ship. Locked. Build platform. The ship. I'm in. Alright.
There we go. I'm back. And apparently my ship is getting fixed now because I had some bad parts, I guess. Way to go, Alpine. Player disconnected, Gmod. Oh, and here comes Infinite. He's coming in.
Can you help me with something real quick?
What do you need?
So I had to fly the little build platform up to my ship to get back into it,
Yeah.
and now I need to park the
Get-
ship and get this thing off. So I'm
Well,
just
no,
gonna
why
fly
don't
over
you
to,
fly me up to the build thing and I'll pull it down. I'm already out of a ship. Just come over to your treehouse. Let me jump on you.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm gonna pull to
Oh.
the treehouse and maybe jump on.
Yeah, sounds good. I thought you left the builder somewhere in the sky, and you were like, "Oh, can you fly me up to go get it?"
Eh.
Kind of tough with those big old guns, ain't it? All right, I'm
It would have
on.
been very, very awkward if you pressed F again once you got on your ship, and then left the build platform up there too.
I know.
It would have
Where
been
does
a
this guy,
curse of space engineers
Where's this guy go these days?
over near the hydro tanks.
The
top of the
purple or the yellow connector?
Doesn't matter.
I'm
You
just trying to see
can't
where he fits.
Yeah, it can't get ice, so
Oh dear, I'm hitting something. There we go. Alright, so let's see. Let's lock and turn those thrusters off.
Larson,
I'm going to...
don't worry, you
Pop
haven't
out.
missed anything.
Yeah, we had some issues. I suppose, if you want to call it that. Everything was fine until we realized that... Oh, there's a hunchback, by the way, that's flying perfectly fine on our planet. We realized that the programmable blocks, so the programmable block that Izzy was on, was having problems, and Gmod was like, oh, by the way, recompile and edit and everything are missing. And I was like, oh, no, they just moved it down to the bottom somehow, either a mod or Keen did. And he's like, no, they're
Yeah.
gone. So I logged into the program block and I looked and they were gone. I was like, what in the world? So I was like, well, let me grind that one down and I'll build a new one. So I ground down our Izzy block, built a new one. That one was also missing. And I'm like, what in the world? So we
Now
finally...
don't have Izzy.
Yes, and then we did a bit more. We're doing a lot of building, so it came down to basically where we were like, we're gonna run out of resources. We're gonna have to manually build everything. It's gonna be a mess. So we said, all right, we'll just do a reload. So we just reloaded the game, and unfortunately, I couldn't load back in. It wouldn't let me in, so I just force closed Space Engineers, and then relaunched it. And everything's fine. Gmod still can't get back in.
I'm trying.
He's trying as hard as he can.
And the Hunchback flies fine.
Yeah, the Hunchback flies. This is what I'm talking about. This is ridiculous. It's always Gmod's public servers, and different planets. I was on.
Only on certain planets.
Yeah, I was on
like,
Aquarius, I think, was the first planet I was on the public server, and then when he redid the server and brought up the new one, I'm on, maybe it was it Agaris, where I was before? I forget where I was. But then on this new one, I'm on some icy planet. I don't know.
Yeah. Octave, it works fine for Larson and them. It never crashes.
Isn't Octave a lower gravity?
Maybe.
Low gravity, and it also has like a speed limit or something.
I
you
mean,
can't
also
fly. Oh,
Larson
yeah.
and them said they kind of went splat with a jetpack, which I don't know how that happened when jetpacks don't work in that low, really, on the public server.
That's true too. Yeah, I don't. That's very odd. Maybe they went splat with the jetpacks because they like jumped out of something and were trying to use their jetpack.
Yeah,
knows?
0.2.
Can't fly past like 40 or 60 or something meters per second.
Yeah, it was awful. Yeah, that was terrible. I hated that. We have every ore around us except platinum at 0.2 Gs. Yeah, see? Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, I hated Octave. I really hated it. I hear Void is in the same place as I am with that. But yeah, oh man, Octave was going to be really cool, and I was really excited because it was like a really nifty, really exotic planet, and it looked really awesome. But in multiplayer, it lagged so bad. You couldn't fly over, like Infinite said, you couldn't fly over like 70 miles or 70 meters a second. It just dragged and said, no, you can't. To the point that we thought there was something wrong with our thrusters and our ships because they wouldn't get over a certain speed on Octave. Anywhere else they were fine, but on Octave they couldn't. The planet itself was fun. I mean, we had enemy bases and stuff like that, and it was enjoyable. But it was so laggy. Like Infinite lost the platypus in that valley, basically, because he dropped down to like a 0 frame rate and just crashed, like
The Valley
stuttered.
of Doom.
Yeah, and he just crashed into the ground. And then whenever we went back there, it was the same thing. It just, there were so many of those little things aren't trees, they're like grass. So
Spiders.
and it was, were there spiders on Octave?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, it was awful. It was just bad. It was bad. I hated that planet. Started cutting down the blue ball trees. It seems to help. Oh, good. So if you can cut them down, that's great. Yeah, it wasn't with the jetpack. It happened when I came to a stop and dropped 1.5 meters to the ground in 0.2 gravity. That makes no sense. Like that's what I'm saying. It's just, it's funky.
It was so funny. It got to a point where you guys were saying it's the planet that shall not be named.
I know. We're like, we're
so
getting out of here. Yeah, and we literally, when I did the recap video for season 1 of Reconomy, of Economy Survival, I literally just like, when we got to the Octave thing, I was like, oh, we're gonna land on Octave, and then I just did like a record scratch and just skipped all of Octave. I was like, well, that happened. Like, that was a terrible time. And literally, like, the audio clip of us leaving was basically just us going like, goodbye Octave, like, good riddance.
Yeah. One thing I liked about it was the music.
Yeah. The music was decent. Could be better.
Yeah, and Larson and them really don't like the music, so I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it is what it is, but it's whatever. So, Gmod, the new Smoothie Temple's almost done.
Side note, while my Space Engineers is still trying to load, you guys seen the Avatar Way of the Water trailer?
I have seen it, and somebody made a comment, and I thought it was very well made. Was somebody said, because the trailer is like no dialogue, it's just audio, like music, and then clips from the film, and people were like, this is an amazing trailer. Like, this is a trailer like that we haven't seen in a very long time. It let the scenes and the music speak for itself. Like, it didn't give anything away. It was just basically like beautiful, shots and this and that. Just like all the scenes were just beautifully rendered and gorgeous. The music was very fitting and just went very well. And there was no dialogue in the entire trailer. But you watched the trailer and you're like, yeah, I think I know what's going on. Like,
and then I watched the trailer like 4 more times.
yeah, it was very good. I watched it once, but yes, I'm sure I would have watched it again had there not been several Linus Tech Tips videos to watch.
It's just funny because it's like you watch something once and oh, that was interesting, and then you realize there was so much stuff that you missed. Like,
oh yeah, no, yeah, when Bungie drops a new trailer or something like that, I mean, you check that out. Let's see. Blocks remaining 429. Build progress 3961 out of 4391. Look at that. You're like basically done.
I think the most interesting one, the most interesting theory on the trailer so far.
Yeah.
You know that one Navi that has the cuts across the face with
Yes.
the gun that they show real quick?
Yes.
A lot of people are thinking that that's the Colonel from the previous movie.
I was curious about some of the characters that I was seeing, because I was like, I don't know this one. Like, who's this one? Yeah.
I mean, it looks so much like the Colonel.
Yeah. And Larson, you're 100% right, though, by the way. Exactly. Pictures worth 1,000 words. And with a movie like Avatar, especially the sequel to Avatar, that's what you would expect. I don't know what anybody was actually expecting, but what we got was like, yeah, no, this makes perfect sense. Like, this is how it should have been. So.
And also, I can't wait to see what they do with underwater tech.
Oh my goodness, it's gonna be so interesting.
3D motion capture underwater.
I know, it's gonna. It's really cool. It's really cool. I still don't have a drink, guys.
Go for it.
I don't know what I'm doing. Still don't have a drink. I'm dying. Oh, that's something I want.
I mean, we're still waiting, so.
Yes. Build info, I think is what it is. Isn't that build info? There's something on the way. So, you know how your toolbar, when you get into a seat, the build info toolbar is, at least for me, is all shoved to one side and it goes 1 through 9 vertically. You can split that up, and I want to do that. I think it's a build. Is it a build info? No. Is it a build vision?
Interesting.
Yeah, it can go 2 different ways. don't know how to do it. What was the there's a build build info settings thing that you can launch. I don't remember how that's done. Because the F2 menu is not giving me exactly what I'm looking for. Open chat and press F2. Oh, there we go. Okay, hold on. Open chat, F2. There we go. These mod settings. That's right. All right, let's see. Build info. Text box, box overlays, hood, toolbar. Toolbar box. Single list, 2 columns. There we go. That's what you need to do. So if anybody missed that, it's hit your enter key and then F2. That's the old text hood API menu. This over here that you see, this is the rich hood settings. This is the old text hood API. So that's okay. Good. There we go. Now, in theory, if I get into this seat, because it always has annoyed me how big it is, how much room it takes. Boom! Look at that! Look at that! It's across the bottom now. Beautiful. I love that. That's much better.
How did you switch it to 2 columns?
So hit enter to open up chat. Hit F2.
F2. Yep.
Go to build info. Toolbar. And then there's toolbar style in the top section, and it says should say one.
Settings.
Mod settings. Yeah, you gotta click it. Click mod settings.
Like settings question mark. That's all I have.
Oh no. Okay.
Like when I do the drop down for build info, it just says settings question mark.
No, that's the wrong one. That's just you didn't open chat. You gotta open chat first.
Pretty sure the chat's open.
So hit enter so that your chat window pops up.
Mm-hmm.
It says global and has the flashing thing, and then hit F2. And over on the far left, you should see mod settings just floating in midair.
I do
not. You don't see mod settings on the far left? Interesting. Okay, look on stream.
Video if you want.
Look on stream right now.
Yeah, I see.
It's okay. So you see this over here on the right. Look over on the left. You see that mod settings words?
I do see mod settings there.
Okay.
I got that.
You have it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so click that.
And then build info.
Oh, does it interfere with my cargo bar? I never noticed that. No, it sits above my cargo bar. Yeah, it's fine. It sits above the cargo bar. I've never had that issue, Larson. Not the big window one. Under your hunger bar. Under my hunger bar. Oh. You mean... You mean like when I open the menu? No, that's way over there. I don't know what he's talking about. He's talking about a thing. Oh, for infinite. Oh, sorry, not me. For infinite. All good on my end. But yes, I saw that. I saw that somewhere. I'm not sure where I saw it. I think I saw it on somebody's stream, and I was like, I want that. I don't want this giant block. I want the 2. How do I make the 2? And I was like, I bet it's just a setting. I bet it's just a setting. And then I was playing on my alt account, and it had it set up that way. And I was like, I bet it's a setting. So I was like, I'm going to do it now. So I did it, and it's all great.
Thanks, Larson. I thought you meant like the left edge of the window that popped up.
Oh, no, sorry.
But, I mean, I found it from watching you on the stream, but also...
Yeah, that's the old menu. So the cool, like, grayish boxes over on the right-hand side, that's new. That came with the overhaul for text hood, which came out as the rich hood interface. The old text hood API was that on the far left. So that's how we used to modify drag mechanics when we were playing with the aerodynamics mod and things like that. Like that was how you got into all the mods that used the text hood API. It was really great. I mean, just these are extensible things that, Keen didn't do, modders did, and it's just amazing. Like, the text hood API is an amazing, amazing thing that brought so many mods into primetime that weren't before. This is wonderful. Gmod, how you doing over there? You done?
Almost.
We're getting a little long in the tooth here. It's already 9 o'clock. We've been streaming for an hour and a half. Some of that's been occupied by server restarts, obviously, but just FYI. Alright, cool. So, got all that handled. We're gonna need guns, everybody, by the way. Guns and ammo, infinite. Do not forget your ammo.
I don't have a ship.
Where'd your ship go?
I mean, I have an atmospheric ship. I don't think that's going to be helpful.
I thought you... Okay, you've said two different things. You've said, I have plans for a space one, and then the other thing you said was, I could retrofit this one to have stuff that might be cheaper. You're not going to do either?
I'm gonna build the one from the plan.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
getting some platinum.
You can't start now without the platinum?
I could start it.
Okay.
Yeah, I could totally start it.
Yeah, let's go ahead and get it started, because the longer it takes to build, the longer it's going to take us to leave.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get.
Now,
done.
does that thing of yours have stuff for who's it? Jumping and FSD, or is it just it doesn't need to latch to
FSD.
somebody?
The new one has an FSD on it.
Oh, cool.
Some gold.
Oh my goodness, I can't. Why can't I drag the paint gun to my bar? That's weird. There we go. There's no paint chemicals either. That's fine. We'll make some. Use some of that gravel we keep talking about.
Delicious.
I'm gonna try and cut off.
We're doing good, I think. And we have way too much water. There we go. Yeah, we're looking good. Gotta paint our Sivas. There's some that are not painted. Ooh, where's the stuff? Where's the ground? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Hello, hello, hello. The mix of build info and the cargo bar depends on the HUD. I think we need to call him G-Paw now since he takes so long. He's fine. He's fine. He's fine. But yeah, if you use a HUD mod, to modify your HUD layout, then yeah, I can see things getting mixed up and needing some help. But we don't use a HUD mod. I never have. I've considered it at times, been like, oh, these look kind of nice, like the clean HUDs, and like the one that like Splitsy uses is kind of cool. The colored one's pretty and nice, and I don't know. I feel like maybe one day I might want to switch over to a different HUD, but for now, I don't know. The vanilla HUD is okay, especially since they've kind of cleaned it up a bit too. It's not terrible. I just moved I don't know if you guys saw, but I did just move my weapon core thing out of the way because it gets in the way of the compass, so I scooted it over there. So that's where that is now. Goodness gracious, what is going on? Whoa! That sounded not like normal. That was weird. Did you guys hear that?
Yes, I think one of my lasers hit something.
Okay. Yeah, I heard... That was weird. I heard like all the lasers going off, and then I heard something that either sounded like a rocket or something getting blown up. I wasn't sure which.
I don't know. I turned off all my lasers when I heard the boom.
There's parts falling off the base.
Okay, that was right below me, so...
What was it? Wait, was that your projector?
Yeah,
Okay, something else just blew up.
that was the shield.
Oh, hitting that
Enough
thing?
Stuff. Yeah.
Oh no. Do you have an onboard projector?
Pretty much I'm mobile. I was gonna put an onboard projector.
There isn't
but
one in the blueprint?
No.
Okay. I was gonna say I could turn it on. I'm on the ship right now. I could just go turn it on.
Yeah. Because I was having problems with the attach base.
Is the small grid survival kit different from the large grid survival kit? Have I
no
never
idea.
noticed that before? I think
Grid one is like a. Yeah, it's a different model.
it is a different model. I've never noticed that before. The only small grid survival kits I've ever had are the ones that are on the rover and they're on the landing pod, and they're so tucked away that I never even notice.
Okay, could one of you guys help me line this up, and then I should be good to go?
Are
Get
the
the
Zivas
rest
still
of
on?
No, I turned them off.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay. Large has large ports on both sides and needs like 20 more steel plates. Gotcha. Though, and the hood that he uses is called Norca Colored Hood. I bet that's pretty. Colored hoods are very nice. All right, Gmon. I'm watching. I'm looking. I'm seeing.
It needs rotated, I think.
Yes, it does. Although I'm not sure which direction at the moment. I'm gonna guess. Okay, let me. Oh, wait, no, it's gone. It went away. There it is over there now. Oh, I just fell in the water. Dang it. Coming over with my little camera drone. This looks correct. Great. All right, so you are now rotated correctly. You need to go over to your, yep, back one, yep, good. Actually, I think that's not perfect, but yeah, you're going to have to actually go ahead another block. You went too far. Yep, one more.
Come on.
Yeah, one more
There,
forward.
keys are.
No problem.
There you go.
Okay, and then down, please. That's up. There you go, and done. You're on.
Yay.
Switch that baby to keep projection, show only buildable, and you should be ready to go. The front of your thing with this collector looks like a one-eyed duck. Quack, quack.
Yeah.
Whoa, you're moving.
Yeah, I was gonna get on the connector real quick. Because I have no hydrogen.
Oh, hydrogen. Fuel low. I don't know if you guys saw, but Reconomy Light, the last episode of Reconomy Light we did, I was flying my plane up. I did like a really sketchy landing and like kind of landed, but I hit the ground and I hit a tree and I flipped the whole plane.
Now it's too tall.
Ah, it stinks. I can make it not so that way. So I hit a tree, I flipped the whole plane, and I'm laying there upside down, and Sophie goes, "Your health is low." That's like, yes, I just survived a plane wreck.
I also know what exploded.
What was it?
As Infinite finds out, the control panel.
What do you mean?
It's broken.
On this little builder.
Why is the building
Wait.
thing broken?
Oh yeah, look at that. Why was it shooting up there?
He was shooting at the beach, just like Infinite's was
So
earlier.
oh dear. Yeah, Infinite's up there looking like, why is my panel smoking?
Chicken frick.
Oh, the Sivas are all off, aren't they?
Yeah. I
Gotcha.
turned
You
them
didn't just
off.
turn them off and build new. You just turned them off. Okay. Let's see. Get those guys back on. I guess I'll just go ahead and do it myself. How much higher do you need it? Do you know?
Just one. It looked like, based on.
Oh
how
dear,
big
if I'm
the
falling off.
conveyors are.
Apparently that was holding on that whole plate.
Huh?
It's fine. No worries. Actually, grab. Oh, all my colors are reset. That's no good. Oh, and I need interior plate. Hold on. I'll be ready in a moment. Okay, it's just one, you said?
Mm-hmm. It looked like it.
Able to play. Oh, because I can't place it. You're right. You're not wrong. All right, hold on. I got this. Arrgh, make this stuff go away. This is in my way. There we go. Okay. Why is it? Oh, these are. No, I can't even build here either. Ah, I can't do anything.
What happened?
I can't. I just can't. I'm having a struggle. Okay, here we go. We're good. There you go. There's your connector. You're back.
Okay.
That was stressful.
I wonder what Larson posted.
What do you mean?
He posted something in Discord about putting a large ore detector on a small rover.
Oh. Yeah, ever since you guys informed me that the small grid advanced rotor would work in that direction, I was like, flipping yeah, and I've just been doing that everywhere now. Almost like it's the meta thing to do. And I grind all this stuff down. Alright, stuff's going well.
Did we get the Izzy thing fixed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why do you ask?
Those are
Seems
little
like-
blocks you used, Anta.
What was that? What about the blocks?
Those little blocks are where the EMP cannon goes. They can't land. Sorry.
The little blocks you can't land. What?
When I try and go down to the connector, the blocks right here. that
Oh,
you
the
were
ones that I was
to
using as
get
my
up.
stairs?
Yeah.
Sorry, I'll get those out of the
Sorry.
way. I didn't mean to leave those, actually. My apologies. There you go. How about that? Better?
Yep.
Nice. Sorry, my bad. Alright, Izzy says...
There we go.
Couldn't move 24 ammo magazine C30 from large cargo container, tools, ammo bottles, to somebody's 30mm rotary cannon that is both hidden and special. Oh, there she goes. She seems better now. Is there a broken conveyor somewhere?
Possibly. Probably.
You on the other side of the sorter thing?
Oh, maybe. That could be.
Because there's a random piece missing from the floor.
That was
here.
me. I did that. I was trying to grind away those parts and cause an issue.
And I know this tank disappeared when Infinite kind of destroyed the tower.
Never.
I mean, it says something that's how powerful your vehicle is. It's very impressive, actually.
Those are the little guns, you know? Those are the ones I don't even shoot other grids with.
Why are there 2 assemble-only assemblers?
I don't know.
I don't either.
Couldn't tell you.
Oh dear.
For some reason,
saying no blueprint, then she's saying wait, because she would disassemble stuff now. Yeah, okay, we got this. I purposely tagged it that way so as to not ping him while I live streaming. Nice. Alright, is anything happening here? It's a big question. Production, it keeps going back to a hacking chip and 4 field emitters. Oh, but now we're disassembling a bunch of stuff. Wow. Tier 3 motors, like 800 of them. Oh, was your ship all tier 3?
Tier 3, yeah.
Yeah, that would make sense. That's where it's all coming from. And 952. Those are Naquita bars. Naka bars, aren't they?
What?
Magnetron components. Yeah, 952 Magnetron components it's working on disassembling.
Oh, that might have came from what I pulled from the tower.
That very well could be. I would say we need to have at least maybe like 50 of those in place, so let's keep that going. Alright, nice. Okay, cool. So Izzy's respecting our stuff. She came back online as if everything is fine. We just need to make sure that she's doing what she's doing.
I'll eventually remember this, but what is the build color for the Siva?
313, 100, 100.
313, 100, 100?
Indeed.
That's for the grind color or the
That's the grind color. Ignore is 30, or is 30, 50, 40.
30, 50, 40? That's the one I haven't memorized yet.
No worries. No worries at all. I still don't have a drink. I'm getting a drink right now.
Go for it.
I'm getting in my cryopod.
If that scuttler wasn't over there, I'd take the Siva and go get us some stuff.
Go get some platinum.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Where are we at a steel plate?
the conveyor's damaged. Yeah. Sorry about the damage to the builder. Infinite.
That's fine. No problem. What is
No!
names?
Well, that goes for part of the big ship.
I don't even know what they're shooting at.
I don't know. That's what your ship was doing that earlier. Just
Those guns are off now. Oh,
was
sorry
randomly
about that.
being destroyed.
Help itself.
Paint it pink. My lasers and your weapons were the most dangerous thing to the space.
I know.
Yes. Like regeneration, if you want to see how fast this is building now. Now that the smoothie is online. This armor is pretty much regenerating.
This?
Yeah. So we ran out of steel plates.
We've been low on steel plate. That's why that's what made me think that the Izzy thing wasn't working right.
Mm-hmm. So I'm just gonna go harvest steel plates then. If you want to come with me, you can, or if you want to stay here.
Add them because can't build this thing without it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's taking much longer.
I just don't know where the platinum is. Do you know where?
Oh, I thought we had a GPS up there. Let me see if I probably have one for it, and I'll send it to you.
Yeah, the problem is I can't get the space at the moment because our hydrogen is not going to the smoothie.
Yeah, I have a space platinum, so I'll go ahead and send it to you.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Okay. If I'll go to get us some steel plates real quick. If this end connector, if you could make it a little bit taller so the smoothie can connect to it, so then I can go get platinum on my next round.
Okay.
I've
I'm just
returned.
gonna go get us some resources.
That sounds like a great idea. I saw a space GPS point go by.
Gotta get that platinum.
Yeah. I'll get that on my second go round. I just
Hey, are emotes fixed yet? No. 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 Whatever.
Look at the new ship.
Whose new ship? Oh, your new ship. Oh.
Go to
Wait.
the blueprint up there.
Is this... Oh, wait. You... Oh, yeah. Sorry, I got confused. I thought you were saying, like, hey, I've already built the new ship.
No, it's a confusing thing going on over here.
You're building it on top.
I don't know where else to put it. So
Is that a ladder going up through the roof?
it's even better than just a ladder going up through the roof.
It's also the post. You know, we have the new ladder tunnels.
Yeah, I might swap it out for that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, because that way you don't have to build a well, I guess you still do because it's a small...
Really just needed the hole, and I built the ladders to get up through it, but
Gotcha.
see the thing. I'm sorry. Yeah, for some reason it's not finishing the ladder, so I'm just getting it done with the builder. A spot probably on the bottom of this tank here looks buildable.
Nice. Alright, I got a drink finally, and I'm about to sip upon it.
What you drinking?
Monster Ultra Fiesta Mango.
Ow.
I found a friend in Monster Ultras.
I don't think I've ever had a monster.
That's what I said. My wife used to get them, and I've just never had one. And so I was like, I'm trying to find a new energy drink because I used to drink Respawn by Razer, and they have little pixie stick size ones that come like usually 20 to a box, where they have tubs.
Do you have any steel plate on you, by the way? Sorry.
I do, yes.
You build this little stick post out to just any surface. What were you saying?
So yeah, so I used to do the Respawn. So now what they do is they have the 20 counts but they do not have the tubs that they used to have that are 40 count. So the 40 counts are a way better price than the tubs that are 20 count. And at the moment, they really only have the like 10 count variety pack. So I don't want that. I want like the specific flavor with, and I just can't do that anymore. So I'm like, whatever. So I moved on to Mountain Dew Game Fuel Zero. So the 0 calorie Game Fuels that they had. And they have 2 flavors. They got like a watermelon one and a raspberry lemonade one. And I was buying them by the case from Amazon. They came with our subscribe and save order. And we'd save like 5% on the case each month that we got one. And I got a case every month, and it was great. And I love that. Well, then supply shortages happened, and we didn't get those anymore. So now they have skipped our order like for the past several months, 5-6 months now. And they've said, sorry, can't fulfill it. We're skipping it. So I'm finally just like, I got to get a new one from somewhere. I just don't know what to get.
You're trying them out.
Yes, I'm just trying out different drinks. And I tried some other things, and I tried Monsters, and they were pretty decent. I was like, oh, these aren't that bad. And they've got a lot of variety for flavors for 0 calories. It's like, these are all pretty good. So my wife went and got me a case of the zeros, which is really nice. But Sheetz was actually running a discount promo. They were like, oh, hey, if you buy 2 Monster Ultras, you get 1 peachy flavored one for free. And I was like, well, flipping yeah. So I went and got those 2 as well. And it's nice.
Sucker for some peach.
Oh, it's a decent one too.
The wreck that I was going to go take down is not over there anymore.
Wait, the guy that we shot down last week?
Yeah. He
It's
was
impossible.
there
I
earlier,
just-
but I'm assuming
There's no-
during the cleanup, he
There's
went away.
nobody. He's alive. When
Well-
he's gone, that means he's alive. He
That's
flew
right. He got up and flew away. No, the cleanup that I have, Gmod, only deletes things with less than 20 blocks, and that was a full ship.
I don't know.
Yeah, I specifically have it set incredibly low, so that it only grabs like debris. Which actually, I could probably even drop that down to like 15 blocks if I wanted to, just to make it even less.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he's still in the entity list or not, but
Oh yeah, I should check that. Let me just check the entity list, see if he's still there. He's probably not. AG and count. Nope, he's gone. The Rusty Garage is still on here. Just that awesome garage we
unfortunately,
had.
at this point, I don't have a ore detector, so
I thought you were gonna go up and get platinum from space. What happened?
yeah, I mean, I want to, but I need a bigger connector over there in order to land, because
See what I can do for you.
hydrogen was not loading properly
purple
through
one.
the sorter. Yeah,
One taller? Is that what you need?
Oh, and
too taller.
this connector's broken.
Yeah,
Was that you?
I'm assuming that's the laser doing more work.
Oh, laser damage.
Let me move this one up for you then. You're gonna
This one over here where it's broken, infinite.
not the main purple one.
No, it's over here.
Bring it back to purple. No, I'm so sorry. Fix yourself. No.
It's okay.
So what happened to this one?
Put this
I'm
back.
assuming it got painted pink.
Thought you wanted this one moved up, and so I was painting it pink so I can move it up.
Well, we don't have any steel plates, so we do need the conveyors from somewhere.
We
So
take
we
it from
could
this
pro-
one then.
yeah, we could probably move it over here.
Oh, that's like the worst color to paint that. Why would I? All right, here's your connectors back.
Yeah. Yeah, that one unfortunately doesn't work for me at the moment.
Doesn't
If I
work
need
for
to
you
get the
how?
Space. It won't pull hydrogen from there.
Okay, so what do you need?
Does it ordinarily pull hydrogen?
In the past it has, but it's not doing it now. So I was going to try and move it over here.
Why is the hydrogen gone?
Why is the rum gone?
Those guys not be looking.
We have a really long trip ahead of us, guys. Like really
I'm
long.
trying. I mean, Infinite could get on my ship as soon as I get
don't
hydrogen.
feel like you're trying. I feel like...
Should I get on? Oh, I
Well,
see what you're saying.
Yeah, it's...
I mean, if we have to go and I just don't get to bring a ship, because it doesn't seem like we're gonna get the platinum to get the ship built in time, and I don't want to delay it anymore.
Well, I thought Gmod was going to be ready to get platinum as soon as his ship was ready, but he needs hydrogen to get up to space first off, and then he said something about an ore detector missing. I don't know. He's also looks like he's got some guns that aren't finished over there, it looks like to me, and some ship that's not finished too.
Yeah, but that's fine. I got everything I can.
Who needs a whole ship? Oh,
Yeah,
the cargo container on this is damaged. On the carrier.
Yeah,
Might be
It got shot
Infinite
up.
ship kind of fired again.
the deadly PDCs. Just
Who is it shooting
literally
at?
I don't
no
know.
idea. I just
Because
turned them off.
the bad guys always spawn on the beach. They don't spawn out in the middle of the ocean. Who are you shooting at?
A
It's a
whole
psychopath.
conveyor line just fell down, and
Turned it off.
it was bad.
The PDCs are off now, obviously, but yeah.
Whatever. I don't even care anymore. I don't care.
Yeah,
So
I'm
we-
stealing from over here, so to get us in the space.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we don't even have steel plate at this point.
We don't have steel plate?
No, we're pretty much out.
What happened? Somebody building
Because-
ships or something like that?
I think it was because Izzy was down and it wasn't making more to replenish as we were using.
Yeah, and they're basically getting used as soon as. Plus all the damage that keeps getting done to the base that keeps repairing.
Alright. I've got to rebuild my colors too because I lost my colors. But I think I'm good. Alright.
Do have some iron though. We have a ton of iron. Okay, so the problem is there's a large cargo container tier 4 somewhere with 1,000k of iron in it. That
Probably
great.
the one on the ship that got damaged.
So, well, let's stop and think about this for a minute. So,
We need to
what
get
is
that
what is
connected.
Izzy saying about? Izzy says there's no blueprint for steel plate. Let's give her a recompile. She's not building anything. That's the problem.
also, like maybe the base can't get to that steel plate.
I had the same issue back on the public server. So, all of a sudden, Izzy was saying that vanilla objects didn't have blueprints, and then I just like gave her a recompile real quick, turned her off and on again, and suddenly she was like, "Oh no, everything's fine. Yeah, here we go." So we have 0 steel plate. She's now going to start making some steel plate. She wasn't making any of it because she said she didn't know how. Basically, was her issue.
Gmod can't get the hydrogen, and according to this interface right here, I can't pull that 1.2k, or I'm sorry, 1,000 Ks of iron from wherever it lives. It seems like we have a
cargo issue? Like a broken
assuming-
conveyor network like I asked about like an hour ago?
Gmod.
And who is breaking stuff? Gmod, you just blasted through the ship.
I didn't blast through the ship.
You did. You
I
crashed right through it. It's broken now. It is literally repairing itself.
I misjudged the distance trying to back in.
Oh my goodness. Ah. All right. Where's the dang iron? I see 21.4K in the cute little refinery. I see 0.15 in the assembler.
Large cargo container tier 4 ores ingots.
I see
That's
that guy
the
too. Yep.
Yeah, that's the guy. 1,000 Ks of iron in there. Oh, and some space meal bars.
Oh, that's where my space meal bars are.
Yeah.
All right. So where is that one? I have a feeling it's down here. Is it one of these guys? It's not this
I
one.
don't think these are tier 4.
Some of them are. This is not the one. This is a tier 3. This is a tier 2, and so I'm guessing the only tier 4 is the one that's on. Yep, the one that's on the freighter, the carrier, like you said. That's probably the one. So we need to make sure that his connection is restored.
Got some green lights here.
Well, the carrier, it's like the cargo container itself is broken.
Yeah.
This takes a couple months to, but I know, Puff. I know. I tell them ahead of time. This is what we're doing. Let's get stuff done, and then they're just like, "Hey guys, you want to go for a golfing trip?"
I'm just curious, what is it that I should have been doing all this time that I haven't been doing?
Nothing. You're fine.
I don't buy that.
Ah, you guys are
All
great.
time.
Okay, so
You're
it
doing
looks
that pretty
like
good.
from below there may have been a cargo run or a conveyor run, maybe, because the assembler, or maybe it was above, but the assembler that's between the refinery and that cargo container, it never got fully built. It's still unfinished, so that's not the point. So there's either one over top that got destroyed or one from underneath that was destroyed.
I know
My
the
guess is over
cargo
top.
runs into the refinery, and then the refinery goes down into the base from the conveyor right now.
Yeah.
If
But
you're
what we're
talking
saying
about the
about
ship.
what we're saying about though is that the connection between the refinery and the cargo and the refinery / other stuff. So there's an assembler that's between the refinery and the cargo, and that is still unbuilt. Gosh darn it! Why can't I walk across that one space I've always walked across? Come on. So that assembler was never built, so there was a secondary cargo line that either went over to the cargo container or under to the cargo container. I don't know which way, but it went one of those two ways. So we just need to find
That might
out.
have been the one that fell from the sky.
That very well could be. I wasn't here for the raining conveyors, so I don't know. Okay, I can make this walk. Look, it's a really easy run. I'm just gonna jump this time because apparently it's too difficult. Yeah, so this guy's also broken, so he needs to get fixed. He needs... Oh my goodness, I'm gonna fall off the edge. There we go. Tier 4 motors, that's what he needs. And some computers as well. Okay, so a couple computers, 7 of them, and tier 4 motors. That's what we need. Alright, somebody tell Izzy. Oh my gosh, what was that?
I don't know.
How many tier 4 motors you want?
Some. Just tell Izzy to make at least like 30 of them at a time. Something
that's
else
coming
just
forward.
blew up. Why are we suddenly having so much friendly fire?
I have no idea.
Guns on the spork are off now. Shouldn't be that guy.
Oh, there goes the assembly platform. Bye-bye. Oh, wait, is somebody actually flying it?
Yeah.
I just saw it rolling off the top of your ship. What was that?
I don't know. I'm just...
Do you need assembler motor T4? Is that the one?
No. Motors.
Just bringing this down here before...
Tier 4 motor.
Yeah, assembly motors are for the assemblers. We only need motors. Tier 4 motors. And if she knows how to build them, great. If not, do a learn and let her get them.
Yeah.
There.
Motors
stay down
tier
here.
4. She knows how to make them. She's just set to 0. Alright, let's set that to 50. And done. Alright, great.
Motor T4. There we go.
Alright, now she will start constructing our motors that we need for that cargo container that is broken. Somebody parked a ship right in the walkway. After I've run over this ship like 10 times. Alright, so Gmod, do you think that the cargo from above got blown out? That's what you're thinking?
Yeah, that's what I'm
Okay.
thinking.
Yeah, that seems logical. Alright, so this still need to get fixed. Are there any other tier 4 things on our base at the moment, or are all those